Let's talk about close calls in combat. Maybe you've had some. Good chance of that with you clicking on this video. Maybe it's not been a combat close call. Maybe it's just been something else in your life where your life flashed before your eyes, or maybe it happened so fast you didn't have time for it to flash before your eyes, but you almost died. You almost met your maker. I'm going to show you a quick clip of Jocko Willink and Leif Babin where they're talking about close calls. It's interesting what they say got them through these close calls.
Takes off his helmet, looks at his helmet, realizes he's been shot in his night vision mount, which meant that that round came in directly, at his face, hit his night vision mount and ricocheted up. Had it hit just, millimeters lower, it would have taken his head off. So that happened all the time. And I'm sure, Jocko, you remember this many times. We'd come back from an op, park our Humvees. I'd walk in the door. I was going to check in with Jocko, let him know, what happened out there, what's going on, what's happening, now, are there other ops we need to get reloaded for, things to think about. Walking in his office, and first thing I would generally say was, God is a frog man. God's a frog man. He's looking out for us. I don't know how we made it out of that without losing guys, or, this was so many close calls, and it was just a constant thing all the time.
Wear your body armor. Wear your helmet.
I find it interesting and refreshing that he sees that his circumstances that he went through in Iraq, that the only way he got through was because of God delivering him and his men. And they lost men over there. Jocko Willink, Leif Babin, their entire unit suffered major losses. And though their numbers were not on the level of some other units out there, when you think about the friendships that they had with these men, even losing one is extremely serious, and it's a heavy loss to lose a Marine or a Navy SEAL or a soldier in combat. Every human American life is precious. But what he said was true, that God is with them and that God was with them. And I would say the exact same thing to you. I had a situation when I was on patrol and I was in the back of a Humvee with my squad, and we were going out to relieve a team of snipers in an observation post. This is off MSR, Michigan, like the main supply route through the city of Ramadi in 2004. We get to our destination, to this observation post, and we relieve this team of snipers. They hop into the same vehicles that we came in on, and they ride out. And as they're on their way out and we're watching, suddenly there's this huge blast, this huge explosion, a thundering boom, and one of their vehicles was hit by an IED. The vehicles ended up going back to the outpost, and moments later, there's helicopters inbound to medevac the wounded. And we're only guessing what the result of the explosion was. We didn't know. We ended up finding out 2 Marines were seriously wounded. One had a head injury, and one had a major injury to one of his arms. The Marine ended up losing one of his arms from this explosion. And, as serious as those 2 injuries were, with a Marine having major head trauma and one losing an arm, you look at how horrible that situation was. But if you think about it a little bit differently, maybe it could have been worse. Had that situation unfolded where my vehicle or one of my other Marines' vehicles was hit going in a different direction from that explosion, it could have resulted in the loss of life. And so, as horrible as it is for those Marines, I think that the way God works it out is always the best way. And he is with us. So, check this out really quick. Psalm 31, King David says this, "For you are my rock and my fortress, and for your name's sake, you lead me and guide me. You take me out of the net they have hidden for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God." As tough as it is to go out on patrol day in, day out, whether you're in combat or whether you're in a police car, it's tough to go out there and deal with these deadly situations with men trying to kill you. The only way to do it right, is to be like King David and say, "Into your hand I commit my spirit. You are my rock. You are my refuge. Lead me and guide me." As you go out on patrol today or the next time that you go, you say that prayer for God to lead you and guide you and to be your rock. I'll see you next time. Day of Battle out.